Well, is Zabe going to release the net from the jet?
Right here, in between the cup and the wall on the left side. This piece right here. Come on over, buddy. Slide this way. Come on over. Hold your legs.
Abe is in the water.
Right here, Abe. You want your fish pick to try to... Woo! Look at him go.
He's only doing it for the social media views.
Oh, of course.
Here you go, Steve. Here you go. Hang on. Shit, he almost pulled me in. He's a girthy boy. All right, check it before I go dry off. Okay.
We're clear.
Now we're gonna pull it in.
Well, that was Abe's first time in the water this year. Oh, geez.
All right, guys. Got the clothes back on. Net is going towards the beach. We're at status quo again. So, gotten a few bites, seemingly weighing closer towards the beach. I don't know if you're able to see the orange polyball on the beach there. 1,200 feet of net. Not going all the way straight out, but it's pretty close. Red Trucks, he must have came from checking his net that comes from the beach out into the water. You'll be able to see him coming by there soon. And yeah, we got some nice fish in the first rounds today. We're down by the line and had a few little quirks action take place, but it's looking pretty good. Net is out. It didn't take too much to pull the net out there. That was fine. And but yeah, and may have noticed that the sun is out. Look at that. The sun is out. So it was a little refreshing almost with getting in the water. You know, and something like that, you just gotta, all right, who's gonna do what? What can we do to get it done? What can we do to solve the problem? And keep fishing. And we had the time. Really no tide going right now, so felt safe doing it, so that was good. Where are we at? I think we're at a little over 11,000 pounds now. I don't know if I already said the date. The date is July 2nd now, Tuesday. It must be around noon, 1 o'clock, somewhere in there. And we're from a 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. fishing period for this section. And then I'm guessing we have another one like later tonight at like 11 till 11 at night to maybe 5 in the morning or something like that. So, you know, probably only a few more days, 2 to 4 more days here. And then we'll be thinking about transferring back to Naknak where we can get our fish to Amanda. Fish that's going to be going to you guys, you know, around in Wisconsin, whoever's been getting that fish from us. Thanks for supporting us there. Especially in the, you know, 10th year of doing this fishing up here in Alaska, and it's our, I believe it's our 5th year of selling fish to people back in Wisconsin, bringing this awesome sockeye salmon back to Wisconsin. All right, we've got a little fuel action taking place here. Guys have just got done getting the holes. There's one nice red hole, and down over there they have already pumped out with the blue hose here. Does make a little bit of noise, but it still pumps it out. Phil's putting 50 gallons worth of fuel in. Is it running, Phil, or not? Not yet. Good to go? Okay. Good. Alright, so he's getting his 50. He's going to do 50 on the side. Aiden here is sucking this dry, and I'm going to shut it off in a moment. Thor is putting a bag back in. And Tito is working a little bit on garbage.
Don't want to risk that in college.
Alright, you got that under control so I don't hit Phil. More like the diesel hole. Alright.
You can't get water in by the fuel. Just get it and spray it right there. Good as splash. You can't get water in that.
Alright, so he's working there.
That is a different.
4 bags.
It's alright though. Not bad.
Little garbage.
We have a separator.
By the way, we are at the International Provider. So one of the tenders here for Copper River. I think they've had a little changeover this 3rd year for sure of who runs it, who the deckhands are on there as well.
You know what we can add to the list is make the buoy back up?
Oh, yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Buoy, window, you just got windows?
Yeah, windows are good.
I will patch this net so we can have you guys backstack to that first one. Ooh,
Aiden, before you close this hole, I do want Thor to look at how you attached everything to make sure he agrees with it, because we did them this morning, and I don't know if you noticed. Thor, none of those came apart, right? I don't want to misspeak there. Did any of those come off? No. Okay, so none of ours came off this morning. We got to make sure that
Before reattached them, they came off on me too. Sometimes they come off, sometimes they don't. That's what I've noticed.
Well, the biggest thing is once you have that big lid on, you don't want to take that big lid off, because that lid just coming off is going to, because
pull
everything
on,
is on the
When
edge
you put
there.
it on, you can feel it push down on the
Exactly. So you got to get it all the first time there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
So, I'm a bird guy, right? I like birds. There's these 2 cardinals in my back. The female cardinal is the most beautiful bird I've ever seen. Like she's like gray, but has this orange beak, has these colors. She's like beautiful. The male cardinal's bright red all the time, right?
Right.
Yeah. She like changes little colors based on the season, and like they're in my backyard all the time. So I hear the male cardinal. He always does his call.
I was hitchhiking because I sliced my...
You got some in the bottom. This one too.
Okay. So he does his call all the time. And then she calls back with her little thing. But she is like the most beautiful bird. Gorgeous. So one day I'm out there, I mimic the male's call, right?
Bristol Bay.
And all of a sudden she comes swooping down on the chair right by my back, and she's like puffed up. And she's like a little agitated. She swoops right above me, and I was like, oh my goodness. And then I did it again, the male call again. And she swoops down again and doesn't land, like swoops right above. And I was like, oh my God. She's like, we're talking, right?
So she's drawn in by the sound.
By something, because normally they'll do in the evening, they'll go to different parts of their territory, he'll call, she'll call back, and they'll kind of do this thing.
Sure.
So she must have heard something weird, me, and she comes swooping down, and it's like, well, who's calling like my man? Well, guess what? The male cardinal stops calling. He stops singing, and I'm like, oh, buddy, I'm sorry. Dude, I love you. Come back. Dude, come on, man. I'm not trying to have a nest quarrel. I love these birds. Well, he stopped singing, and then like 15, 20 minutes later, girlfriend and I, we go to my car because we're going to go do something or grab something, forgot what. Right when I'm opening the door to my car, the male cardinal starts calling again, but he's doing this stupid call. Like he doesn't know, he's like trying to try out new stuff. So he starts this new call, and he sounds like an idiot. Like he's like he doesn't know what he's doing. And I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. I won't do it again. Call like you do before. Go back, because all the male, they got their different sounds, right?
Yep.
Well, it took him like 2 days. I didn't hear him for 2 days, Abe. A couple days go by, and all of a sudden, he shows up again, and he's just chirping loud as could be, but he found a new call. It was like a variation of his old call, but it was something that was harder for me to mimic. I can't even mimic it now.
No way.
Now he just like he does the whole thing. Like
Yeah.
he found his groove again.
Yeah, yeah.
He got his groove back.
And then we got 50 on this side to do yet. Then we're done with fuel. That's 50. So, all right.
Want to put a lid on that one and then
Lid on that one. All right. We'll leave you for now, and we'll try and catch up with you later tonight, and hopefully have a few more fish. Almost midnight, so almost July 3rd. Opener at 12:30. Phil is cruising around looking for fish. Our last period we had about 2,000 pounds. So in coming up for these 14 days, I was hoping to get about 7,000 a day, and we were right under that. I think we were at 6,500 or so if you put the other period together with that 2,000. And then the day before that, put those two periods together, was about 7. So we'll see what happens. Beautiful evening, slight breeze. The fish here in the noosh have, they're halfway here. We're already halfway to our point. So as you could almost say, whatever you have now, if you kept fish in the noosh, that's what you'd have if you stayed the rest of the season here. Or, excuse me, double that amount. Whatever you have now, double that amount. That would be what you'd have. But we're going to leave here in probably 3 to 4 days when we feel that the numbers are starting to decline enough, and Knack-Knack, Kweejack are both open, and those numbers are starting to rise. We'll work our way back over there. Bill's circling around and see where we're headed. Teal's guarding my tea down there that I put on the cooler on it. So alright guys, we're going to leave it at that. We'll see if there's anything I can show you during the evening. I don't expect too much. I never expect too much for the evening fish. Other than that, we got the net in the water and we're catching something versus just being on anchor. There we go. Even that boat turned around, that one turned around. Alright guys. Thanks for watching in this section of the 10th year of fishing up in Bristol Bay, Alaska. See you soon.